What's that, Moss? If they don't subscribe, you will come and hunt them down. Blimey. I mean, you're 10 years old and you've got a pistol. Do you really, ladies and gentlemen, want to upset Moss? I don't think you do. I mean, if anything, it's irresponsible adulting from Huck and Boris here. Absolutely shameful behaviour. I mean, we're saying that. Jacob is only 13 years old, so he is a child himself. So maybe we are being a little bit harsh on Jacob here. Boris, however, well, as I said, shameful. Welcome back to Alturis and Jacob, Moss and Boris, the little family that we formed. And in today's video, we're going to try and not destroy our little sort of base here from a fire. That would be fantastic. One of the main things that I do want to get set up today is a sort of little research sort of area so that we can start researching. And I do want us to tidy up our base a little bit, because I feel like having a 13 and a 7-year-old look at a dead yak as they come in and out of the base probably isn't the best of sort of sceneries, and the blood as well. And we are going to try and tidy up our base a little bit. So one of our first areas of sort of focus in today's video is we are going to try and find an area that we can set up a little research area. So we set our 3 colonists free to do their own thing, and we got to work on our research area. But literally, as we are in the process of planning, I'll give you one guess. One guess. What's that? A bloody fire? You'd be right. A boomalope decided to get himself killed. Rest in peace, Boomy. Your meat shall go to lovely use. You shall not be forgotten. Do not worry about that. Thankfully, though, the fire he did set off, it wasn't too serious. We extinguished it pretty quickly. And honestly, at this point, the least I see of any bloody fire, the better. So we complete our research area. It won't be winning any decor awards in the near future, but it'll do for now. And we do have a capable researcher in Boris, level 8 in research. So that'll be a sole focus for the time being. Now, this might not be that efficient, but I do decide to go for drug production right off the bat. One of the best money makers in the game is producing drugs. So if we can start trading and getting some more useful items, at least until we're a little bit more self-sustainable, that would be good. And we have got ourselves a new quest. Now, at the time, and Captain Observant over here didn't realise I was recruiting another bloody child. That's right, Harry, our new 7-year-old colonist. But I'm sure we can find some use of him regardless somewhere in the colony. He is being chased by 2 monkeys. 2 bloody monkeys. Imagine if our colony got destroyed by 2 monkeys. That would never happen, right? Right, yeah, that won't happen. It's fine, it's fine. Anyway, we end up dispatching them pretty easily. Boris does decide to go all melee on them, and he does get a slight knock. Nothing too serious, so we don't need to worry. And we are now 4 colonists strong. 3 children involved, but it's fine. We're the only kindergarten in Rimworld. Okay, now we can have a bit of a closer look at Harry. And unfortunately, he's not particularly brilliant. He's only got a slight passion in cooking, and he's literally the most skillless person I've ever seen. He is a hard worker, however, so that we could try and utilize that, maybe make him an all-rounder potentially. Of course, he does still need to grow up, so he might get specific sort of specialization in a certain skill. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, if we're able to, I'm going to see if Harry here can just do some hauling and cleaning. Literally just assign him to the basics, and everyone else can sort of just do their own jobs, at least until he grows up, and then we can see how he gets on. Can we equip him? I mean, am I going to be the most irresponsible person on the planet here and try and equip him with... Can I equip it? Right, I mean, steel hatchet. Harry, you're now going to wield a steel hatchet. How do you feel about that? How does he look with the steel hatchet? I mean, he's probably bigger than him at this point. But he can wear it, he can wield it. He's got 1 in melee, so it might not be a particularly brilliant idea, but we'll have to wait and see. But we are now 4 colonists strong. Boris is slightly injured. Hopefully he's not bleeding. He's not. It's only on the nose. He'll be fine.
10 seconds later.
It's party time! Oh my word, I cannot believe it. A crashed transport pod has landed near us. And guess who's in it, ladies and gentlemen? It's Kitten. Jacob's first ever social interaction on this planet was with Kitten, and she's here right now with 8 hours to live. Right, this is of utmost importance. We are going to rescue her immediately. It's a little bit of a distance. This could be quite close in terms of whether or not we get to save her. I wonder if she'll stay if we save her. Please tell me Jacob's going to save her. How fitting is it that Jacob's going to be the one to save Kitten? Come on, Jacob. Make it fast. You can't be messing about here. How long has she got left? That's the question. Please don't die on us. Right. She's got 4 hours. Jacob's our best medical person, I think. He is. Right. We're going to prioritize tending to Kitten. We haven't got any actual medicine, which isn't particularly great. Where is she injured? I mean, she's got a gunshot. God forbid. What happened to you in that space pod that you were in, Kitten? Right. We have got 26%. 36, and the last one, hopefully she won't. She got a spine. I mean, if she joins, will she have a permanent spine injury? I hope not, but hopefully we're able to keep Kitten alive, and whether or not she actually joins us, because we have a look at the relationship, she's very good friends with Jacob, so hopefully that'll mean that she's more inclined to join us, because she did leave us because of a quest, and now she's come back, and hopefully it's the return of a Kitten. She's back, ladies and gentlemen. Kitten is back in the colony. She's thankful and she's rejoined. Jacob and Kitten are reunited, and her skills are also incredibly useful to have back, I won't lie. That planting and constructioneering is going to be absolutely fantastic and incredibly useful for the continuation of our colony. Some time passed and we did get a combat supplier visiting our colony, where we did decide to make our first major investment. We did have quite a bit of silver in the bank, so I did decide to buy a new bullpup rifle. It's a pretty good weapon in the game. It's fairly reliable, so it made sense. However, it did make us pretty broke with only 12 silver. However, I'm hoping with the drug production that won't be an issue for much longer. So we did give the rifle to Jacob. It makes sense. The founder always gets the coolest stuff. That's how it works, right? Right? And our first bit of research is finally complete. Our drug production will now finally be up and running, and we do decide to start making flake and yayo, I think that's how you say it, the most profitable drugs in the game. We haven't got loads of psychoid leaves, so we will and probably will need to up the production for a little bit of them, just to make sure that we can keep up the demand, and once again hopefully we can start making a little bit of profit from them. Now, for our next bit of research, I think it's about time we start going down the biotech research tree, and we decided to go with a basic mech tech, a new research opportunity from the biotech DLC. So soon we might potentially have some drug-induced battle-hardened mechanoids. I mean, just think of the possibilities. It's fine, just ignore our 12-year-old child making drugs. It's fine. It's fine. We can now make mechanoids. Or so I thought, but we'll get onto that in just a second. The research is complete, and we do decide to go down the turrets route, just because we want that little bit of extra safety, because no doubt the raids will start getting bigger and tougher very soon. But back onto the bad news, I soon realised we can't actually make mechanoids because we don't have a mechanator in our colony, so we need to be on the lookout for one of them to actually start building mechs. Sad times. But with that sad news out of the way, we are going to bring the episode to an end. Why not leave in the comment section how you're finding biotech? Do you have any tips? Do you have any information that might make my life a little bit easier in trying to make our colony the biggest and the best in the entire world? But thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a cheeky comment as well of anything, absolutely anything. But until next time, thank you so much. Take care. And I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye.